Racism. Racism never went nowhere. I said this last year when I was doing my little videos and making my comments on YouTube and over Google and on my Facebook page, on Twitter and everything. Racism never went nowhere. So it don't surprise me with everything that went down in Ferguson, Missouri, St. Louis. Let's go down in Mississippi and everything. It don't surprise me. Like I said, I encountered my own racism in 2008 when I was on the road with a friend of mine with his uncle and everything, and we was I can't remember where we was, but we was somewhere down. I don't know if it was Memphis, Idaho, maybe Missouri, somewhere. I know we wasn't far from. We was kind of far, but we wasn't too far from being almost back to home. Anyway, we stopped to get something to eat at McDonald's. It was an all white McDonald's. Everybody in McDonald's white. You could see through the window. Everybody was in a white. We didn't think nothing of it. He pulled the truck up in there, got out the truck. He started walking to McDonald's first and everything. I was on the side of the truck, checking the tires or whatever. And as I'm walking towards the McDonald's and everything, he walking back to me. I said, "What you forget your wallet and everything?" I'm closer to the truck and everything, so I was gonna reach in and grab the wallet. He said, "No, they not gonna serve us. Let's go." So what you mean they not gonna serve us? They can't not serve us. He said, "Don't play with these people, man. Hop in this, man. Let's get in the truck, man, and get up out of there, man. It's all white town anyway." So they wasn't gonna serve us because we black. So I experienced my own racism. Ain't never went nowhere. I had a little incident not too long ago when oh yeah, it was probably a few months ago, whatever and stuff. I'm walking down the street. I just left the liquor store and I was crossing the street. So instead of crossing the street where you're supposed to cross the street at, I crossed the street in the middle of the block and everything, going straight across the street. And police rolled past me and said the same thing that the officer told Mike Brown to get the fuck out the street. The same officer said the same thing to me. Hey, get the fuck out the street. And that thing across the street at the fucking light. And I looked at him, and then I wanted to say something in the back of my mind. In the back of my head, I wanted to say something, but I just kept coming to myself. And then he like, "You heard what the fuck I said, didn't you?" I looked at him, and I just kept looking at him. And then my friend was like tapping me, "Which kind?" And then I said, "Yeah." And he pulled off and stuff, and we just kept on walking. I never knew what that instant could have been and everything. But like I said, racism ain't never went nowhere. And nowadays, we as black people and everything, if you look back at history and everything, how our people was beaten, tortured, the German Shepherd sicked on, sprayed with water hose and everything, and they marching and protesting and standing up for our rights and equal opportunity to be treated the same way and everything. It leads us back to see with the Ferguson and Mike Brown incident and everything that's real making history and everything, and letting us know that slavery ain't never went nowhere. You see how they came out with the militarized tanks and camouflage suits and everything in full combat riot gear and everything. Like they was just fighting people. They was getting ready to fight people who got guns and weapons and everything. No people out there that have no weapons and everything. No people out there just hands up, don't shoot. No weapons, no sticks, no nothing. So what was the need for the police to be out there in full military riot gear and everything, pointing guns at people and everything, unarmed people. People is unarmed. With their hands up, don't shoot. You see many pictures going across the internet and everything where how these police officers is just overreacting and basically violating people's rights and everything. And it's just it's just crazy. So we as black people, you gotta realize like what's been going on way before we even thought of, way before we even came into this world and everything. You gotta see how our people back then fought for certain things and everything to be the way it is now and everything. But it's not enough black people, black leaders and everything. It's not enough strong black men and women here in this day and age now to where we're keeping the pressure and the fight to be treated equal and not to be treated no less as a human being than the next person. Not saying that we don't know what a white man would, what the white people would have did if the police shot down, if a black man shot down a white young young age man or whatever, if they were protesting and did that. 9 10 they probably wouldn't have. 9 10 they took it a different way. But see, they have more rights than we do. So yes, if a young black male gets shot down in the streets and killed by a white officer and everything, who is surrendering and everything, people gonna take that to heart and people gonna protest. That's not right. But at the same time, if you could protest for the police officer shooting down a young unarmed black man, we could protest and get out here and pull the young black man and woman together out here and it's real Joe and get them to come together and unify to stop killing and shooting each other, stop fighting and degrading each other, stop misusing, stop mistreating each other that agent on this violence in our black community to the point where we can live together and we can work together and we can be a powerful group of people. So, cause that's right there is powerful. Like the awakening of Mike Brown first and everything. Seeing people get out there and march and come together and everything for a good cause, for a great cause. Cause they letting them know in Ferguson right now they not having it. They not taking that and just going to just take a white officer shooting a young black male down dead, unarmed, and shooting him down dead, killing him, murdering him. We need not to have our brothers and sisters out here in the streets of Chicago, Illinois, not just Chicago, Illinois, but anywhere in the United States of America. We need not to be taking them being shot down and killed by another black person. Because you see, we already have a way much bigger struggle, a way much bigger true enemy ahead of us to where we really have no win, no say so if a white man kill a black man. Or they're in the right. They fear for their life. We are categorized as thugs, as gang bangers, or no good black people. All alone, they're the reason why we're living and acting a certain way because we can't get the right education in school. We can't be free from drugs and guns and everything in our black community. We gotta fight each and every day to stay alive, to feed our family, to survive. They dumb down our education and school and everything to the point where we feel like is is nothing that we really learning or whatever. And we feel like ain't nothing to really be there. And at the same time, as if we still trying to push forward and gain our education and everything, drugs and everything we see in our community and everything. We see violence in our communities growing up as young black males and stuff. We see the older guys on the block doing this, selling drugs, shooting people, whooping people. You see all the violence in front of our face from young black male. So that's rise us up to think this is the way we gotta live to make it, to protect ourselves by doing this and that. Father's not in the house. On father struggling every day, trying to keep and hold a job or get laid off from one job and be out work for a month or two instead of searching for a job and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna get deep. I'm gonna get deep into some stuff because, like I said, I did a lot of research. I know a lot of things from my own personal life and my own personal experience and everything. Not having a father figure, mom trying to do the best she can. So I got drug into the streets and everything. I always used to be a fighter in school, kindergarten. Statistics, I mean, anything they can say about a young black male, is it true? Yeah, it's true. Do I want to be true? No, I don't want to. I don't want to believe it's true. But when they say a young black male, 9 out of 10 is more likely to drop out of school and be violent or sell drugs and go to jail and everything. And 9 out of 10, I'm one of them 9 out of 10 because it's true. Fighting since kindergarten, fighting all the way up until 8th grade, getting suspended from school, not going to school, stayed out of school, stayed in trouble. So yeah, I'm a part of that system. But do I want to be? Well, I had no choice. So yes, I became a part of the system. But now, do I still want to be a part of the system, selling drugs, being on the block and everything? Oh, let's do another statistic. 9 out of 10, they most likely to die or get killed or get shot. I didn't die. I got shot. Because I'm still a statistic, yes. Got shot, then I got jailed, got locked up. Part of that statistic, yes. But did I want to be blind to the fact of what could really happen in this reality? So I became a part of it. And then, get out of jail and everything. Do I want to go back to jail? Nah, jail not for me. I don't think jail for nobody. But if it takes jail to change somebody and change them around and everything, their whole mindset and everything, then let it be. But sometimes if a person get put in jail or everything and they still around the wrong people, which ain't nobody really good in jail but maybe a few. But a person can't wake up and still get sucked deep into that system. That's what that person would think is cool to be at. To be enslaved in jail. And it's not. A lot of us become addicted to that negative way of life. We as black men, we ain't supposed to be on the block shooting at each other, fighting each other, killing each other, disrespecting our woman, disrespecting our mother, disrespecting somebody else's mother, disrespecting somebody else's father or uncle. We disrespecting ourselves when we selling the drugs and everything to our own mamas, our own brothers and sisters, our uncles, cousins, nephews, nieces, or whatever. Because you think about just getting that dollar, you a slave to the dollar. You don't care about who you selling it to. You ain't thinking about who you selling it to. You think, man, I'll never sell to my uncle. I'll never sell to my brother. I'll never sell to my mom. I'll never sell to my auntie. I'll never sell to my sister. But how do you not know? You don't know your family, though. You don't know your father. So you don't know if your father got kids out there on the other side of the family. Got by another mother. You don't know if your mama got kids with another father, I mean, with another dude or whatever, or so on down the family line and stuff. Your uncles and your aunties and everything, they got kids and whatever and stuff way before you was born and everything. So you young in the game and everything, so you not knowing that you could have just sold a bag to one of your people. You still enslaving your people. It is deep to what is being put in front of us to help destroy each other, help keep each other down, help enslave each other. But until we get that through our mind and everything, we ain't gonna go nowhere as a black nation, as African Americans, because that's where they want us to be at. That's where they want us to keep us at. gotta wake up and stop the violence amongst each other. Put a march together for equal rights to live to live good or whatever. Cause it's deep. I want to say more though. I'm kind of getting off tracks and off of topics on everything and what I was really basically started this video off on the racism that's still going on and shit. Like we gotta wake our ass up to see the true races that's still going on. Some of us black people racist to our own people though. Don't want to help each other out and this and that and everything is deep and it's for real though. Like racism though, it's still here in America. It never went nowhere. The KKK never went nowhere. A lot of organizations that ain't been popularized, put out on the media and everything. Media, they ain't never went nowhere. So we just got a lot of watch out and everything and gotta get God behind us and or we gotta get behind God and just follow his will and his just follow his will and his word and everything and we can go somewhere. Cause we get back in tune and get back in track with God and everything. All races and everything, all that will end up cease and it'll be something different. It'll be something different. But yeah, more coming.